What's up YouTube? KS Gun Guy here. Thanks for joining me today. If you like what you see here, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and there's plenty more content on the way. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Vedder Holsters. Yeah, this is kind of product placement a little bit. I've only done one other product. They were Stoner grips. Be sure to check those out. Check that video out, and I'll leave a link in the description because there's a coupon code for you if you got any sort of a 1911 or anything like that that needs some grips. But today we're going to talk a little bit about Vedder Holsters. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to find a good quality holster, one that will last a long time, is made really well, isn't going to break the bank necessarily, and will fit the bill for you, whether it's concealed carry, or maybe it's competition, or maybe you're just out on the farm or something like that and you want to carry a gun around. There are a lot of different uses for holsters, of course, as we all know, but it can be almost a little bit overwhelming to find a good holster for you. So a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago or so, I found a company called Vedder Holsters, and I found them on Amazon.com actually, and decided to order one. I think that might have been for like a Glock 42 or something like that, and I was really impressed. It was really comfortable. Now, I had tried a lot of different holsters prior to that. A lot of them had been the inside the waistband with the large piece of leather behind it and everything, and it got a little uncomfortable. I could do it, but it was just a little uncomfortable, and after a while it would kind of ride up on me, and I just, for whatever reason, that style of holster didn't work. So I wanted to try these guys out, and I was very impressed. I was impressed with the quality and craftsmanship of the holsters, and I'll show you some of these that you've got in front of you. And I, over the years, I've amassed a pretty good collection of Vedder holsters, some of which I've sold with guns as they've kind of come in and out of the collection, and some of which I've hung on to. I find oftentimes you don't really get your money back with holsters, or quite as much as you'd want, so I found it's almost better just hold on to them. You never know if you're going to have that gun again or whatever. You might have a buddy that is in need of one or something like that. Anyways, so I've got a couple of different models in front of you. I've got their light tuck inside the waistband, these two guys right here, and then I've also got their light draw outside the waistband. So when I conceal carry, and in fact, this is actually a brand new holster, just got this the other day, and this is a London Tan Raptor is the finish. It's almost kind of a faux leather finish. I thought was kind of cool, something a little different. They've got a darker version of this too, and actually, if I'd seen this up close, I probably would have done the darker one, but I really like this as well, and I like the kind of the mock texture on there a little bit. Hopefully you can see that in the camera, at least a little bit, but the fit and finish on it is absolutely fantastic. So a couple of features about their light tuck inside the waistband. Of course, it does have a retention screw and kind of a rubber grommet in the middle there. And I found that they have a pretty tight fit, but I always loosen them just a little bit, and they work just fine. Now, this is my PPS M2, my current carry gun. It is unloaded. And that's what this holster is designed for, and it fits like a glove. I mean, it really is precision fit, and so I like the fact that it does have the side that protects the gun against sweat or anything like that, and that's something that's really important to me. But it's cut on the outside of the holster, so your body would be here, of course. And you would draw out. And I like the fact that it's cut. You may have seen the previous video I did on the PPS M2. I tried a different holster manufacturer, and it was an alright holster, but it actually had the piece of Kydex that came up on this side, and I didn't really care for that. And the fit and finish on it just wasn't as good. So a couple of other features about this. Their current design, it does come with a metal belt clip. This is for a 1.5-inch belt. They do offer a 1.75-inch belt, and it's fully adjustable, so you can really adjust the cant quite a bit. I like it. I like it to lean forward a fair amount because I carry actually at a 3 o'clock hold, so that works really well for me. But of course, you can adjust it so it's a straight cant, whatever works for you. Maybe you appendix carry or something like that. this would definitely work. I didn't take this the screws off of this particular holster, but there actually are several other holes cut in here, so you can actually adjust this so it does go deeper in, so it could be more deep concealment, I guess you could call it. I actually like the grip to be up a little bit more outside of my belt and pants. It's a little bit easier to get to the gun, in my opinion. But again, if you wanted something a little bit more discreet, you could definitely do that. So they're very adjustable, and the fit and finish on it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, there are no rough edges or anything like that. I mean, I think they really take the time to precision mill these, but then also the final touches, certainly with any, I guess, maybe buffing and sanding that they do with these, you can tell that they know what they're doing, and they take very good care of these. So they come out of the shop and they're ready to go. So that's the light tuck inside the waistband. And then I decided to reach out to Vedder and ask them if they would be willing to send me a holster to do a review. So this is not a paid review. They're not paying me to do this, and the only thing I got, yes, is a free holster. But I've bought a lot of their holsters over the years, so I don't feel entirely too bad about that. But I told them that at the time I had just done a Glock MOS video. Be sure to check that out. And I really wanted a holster for that particular gun. And I thought there might be some challenges with that because, and here's the gun, of course. You may have already seen this on the video. It is unloaded. It's got a couple of things that are a little bit unusual for a Glock 19, one of which being, of course, the red dots, the burst fast fire, and then it's got these Dawson Precision sights on them, and they're .395 inches tall. And I thought these might, prove to be a little bit of a challenge for them. It might be, kind of a real custom job for them, but it turns out that they really have all the specifications built into their website, so you really can tell them, hey, I've got a gun with suppressor height night sights or whatever bell and whistle that you add to your gun, and they will mill it for you. And lo and behold, the thing fits like a glove. Now I got this in, it's a storm gray carbon, and I thought it was kind of cool with the gray frame on the MOS. And I think it looks really good. It does a good job. Now, it does have kind of your standard belt clips on it. It does ride pretty close to the body, which is really nice. Now, they did send me a different version of clips. I haven't tried these just yet, but I imagine they do a very good job as well. So you've got some options in terms of your belt clips, which is really nice. And of course, this is adjustable, so you can adjust these clips down or up, either both of them or one or the other if you want to adjust the cant a little bit. I did have them do a straight cant in the mold, but they can do, I don't know if it's like maybe a 10-degree cant, something to that effect, but they can actually cant it within the mold. I didn't want them to do that. It does have adjustment for retention on this as well, which is really nice. So you can really get that fit and finish on the retention exactly the way that you want it. Excuse me. And once again, just like the inside the waistband holster, the fit and finish on this is absolutely fantastic. And once again, it's got the Kydex, the rights all the way up pretty much to the top of the slide of the firearm to protect it against, rust or anything like that with body sweat. So just really good quality holsters. Very impressed. And the price is right on these. I mean, some of these Kydex holsters, different manufacturers, they can run up in the $80, $90, even $100 bill mark, especially if you're getting things like lights and that sort of thing. Well, Vedder definitely offers some of those options with lights and lasers, grenade launchers, things like that. But their price is really pretty reasonable. I mean, they're going to fall in around $60, $65. Now, they might charge you a couple of dollars for special finishes and that sort of thing, but $3 to $7, something like that. If it's a holster that's going to last and you're going to use, and you really want something a little crazy, like a desert sand for the P320 subcompact, you can definitely do that. And another really nice thing, you don't have to sit around and wait forever. I know with some manufacturers, and they're good manufacturers, I'm not slamming anybody here, but you can wait a long time. You can wait weeks or even in some cases months for a holster. They've got a 2 to 3 business day turnaround time on these. And that's really cool. A lot of different shipping options. You pay a couple of dollars for their standard shipping, and of course it goes up from there. But depending on how fast you want that holster, they can get it to you pretty darn quick. A couple of other really nice things. They do have a lifetime warranty, which is really nice. They have a risk-free trial for 30 days. So if you get a holster, I'm going to reach in front of you, and you find that, and yes, this is unloaded, you find that you just, it doesn't fit the bill for whatever reason, you can send it back. They'll keep the shipping, of course, but you'll get your money back if you want. I would imagine that you would probably like the holster and you wouldn't be sending it back, but it's nice that they do offer that option. They've got a lot of different colors to choose from, like 79 or 80 different colors, somewhere around there. So a lot of different designs and colors and options and all that sort of thing. Their website's very easy to use. And you just pick the gun and the different bells and whistles that you want to add to it, and you're good to go. They do have other styles of holsters as well. They have the type of holster that I described earlier with the piece of leather behind. I think it's leather or maybe it's synthetic that is a little bit wider inside the waistband. I always forget what those are called, but they've got those options, and they've got pocket holsters, and I think they've got a belly band and that sort of thing. So they've got pretty much whatever you want. And again, for the turnaround time and the good quality, and they've got great customer service. It's really hard to beat. So I encourage you to check Vedder Holsters out. You can even find them on Amazon if you want. It's generally the black holsters on Amazon, not some of the custom sort of things, but you can definitely find them in a pinch. So be sure to check them out, and let me know what you think of Vedder Holsters. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.